Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Strange Stories. I'm John Brown. Our lead story for today. Bullied girl threatens to commit suicide as Yeoville police negotiate for R21,000 bribe to make the case go away. In the heart of Yeoville in Johannesburg, a disturbing incident unfolded on the 10th of May 2025, leaving a 14-year-old girl traumatized and a community grappling with questions of justice and accountability. The story, which began with a seemingly innocuous invitation, quickly spiraled into a web of alleged assault, police misconduct, and desperate attempts to bury the truth. The victim, a grade 6 pupil, was at home when two acquaintances arrived, suggesting they go out to buy food. Trusting them, she agreed, unaware that she was being led into a trap. Instead of a friendly outing, she was allegedly taken to a house in Bellevue where a group of girls awaited her. Inside, the atmosphere turned hostile. Accusations flew, bordering on claims that the victim had insulted some of the girls, allegedly calling one skinnier and another a darker in complexion. These accusations, whether true or not, seemed to serve as a pretext for what followed. The girl was reportedly cornered and set upon by the group, who allegedly ganged up on her. A video of the alleged incident, which later went viral, painted a chilling picture of what transpired. The footage purportedly showed the victim seated on a bed, seemingly trapped and vulnerable. Surrounding her were several other girls, their faces a mixture of anger and aggression. The situation escalated rapidly as an argument ensued, culminating in one of the girls allegedly slapping the seated teenager. The victim, visibly shaken, cowered and covered her face, while the others continued to surround her. One of the girls allegedly warned her that if the news of the alleged assault became a trending topic at Bellevue High School, they would come back for her. This threat was followed by another girl allegedly slapping her several times. The alleged mistreatment didn't end there. In a second video, one girl was allegedly seen slapping the victim with both hands until another pulled her off the bed by her hair and onto the ground. At this point, each of the girls allegedly took turns throwing slaps and kicks at the defenseless victim. After a while, seemingly satisfied, the girls stopped, with some laughing. The victim sustained bruises on her body as a result of the alleged assault. News of the incident quickly reached the girl's mother, who was understandably distraught. Determined to seek justice for her daughter, she took her to the Yeoville police station on the very same day, the 10th of May 2025, hoping to open a case. However, what followed was an experience that left the mother feeling even more helpless and betrayed. According to the mother, they arrived at the police station at 8 p.m., expecting to be assisted. Instead, they were allegedly met with resistance. The police officers on duty, she claimed, were reluctant to open a case, allegedly dismissing her daughter's injuries as insignificant and the case as a weak, despite the visible bruises on her body. The mother and daughter reportedly remained at the police station until 2 a.m. the next morning, pleading for assistance, but to no avail. But the story took an even more unsettling turn. The mother alleged that instead of upholding their duty to investigate the alleged assault, the police officers contacted the parents of the accused girls. What followed was a series of conversations that allegedly led to an offer of money. The mother claimed that the police officers convinced the parents of the 7 girls to offer her R3,000 each, allegedly as an incentive to drop the case. This would amount to R21,000 in total. The mother said that the parents of the accused girls allegedly proposed an out-of-court settlement, in effect, a bribe to prevent the case from going forward. The mother stated that one of the parents allegedly transferred R1,000 directly into her daughter's cell phone account, purportedly to cover transport costs to and from school, and to keep her daughter away from the other girls. Although her daughter spent the money, the mother said she was willing to pay it back. The other parents allegedly promised to pay the remaining amount before the end of the month. 2 days later, on the 12th of May 2025, the victim, still shaken by the incident and the alleged inaction of the police, reported the matter to her school. The school principal, recognizing the seriousness of the situation, escalated the matter to the education department. It was only then, on the 16th of May 2025, that a case of alleged assault was finally opened, not at Yeoville Police Station, but at Bellevue Police Station. The mother, deeply traumatized by the events, revealed that her daughter was emotionally scarred and plagued by nightmares. The girl, she said, can't stop blaming herself for agreeing to go with those kids. The mother also expressed her fear that her daughter might take her own life if the girls were not held accountable for their actions, stating that her daughter had vowed to commit suicide if the group was exonerated. The Gauteng police spokesperson, Colonel Dimakatsanivuhului, confirmed that the police were aware of the allegations against the officers at Yeoville police station. She stated that a departmental case had been opened against the officers in question and that an investigation was underway. The 7 girls accused of the alleged assault, aged between 13 and 15, appeared in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court, accompanied by their parents. The court appearance was for a preliminary inquiry, a process under the Child Justice Act designed to assess the circumstances surrounding the case. National Prosecuting Authority spokesperson Pindim Jonondwane explained that the inquiry would delve into the backgrounds, environments, and any other factors that might have contributed to the alleged actions of the girls. The aim, she said, was not to criminalize the children, but to provide corrective measures to help them understand the seriousness of their actions and to take responsibility for what they had allegedly done. Mchonondwane also emphasized the importance of considering the victim, who she said had been humiliated and deserved support to move forward with her life. The case was postponed until the 28th of May 2025 for further inquiries. The Gauteng Department of Education confirmed that the girls involved in the incident were from various schools, including Bedfordview High, Kensington High School, Queen's High School, and Phoenix College. The department stated that all 7 girls had been suspended from their respective schools and faced charges of common assault. Department spokesperson Steve Mabona said that psychosocial support was being provided to both the victim and the alleged perpetrators. He emphasized that the department's role was not only to focus on curriculum but also to nurture the children involved, recognizing that they too needed support and guidance. The mother of the victim, however, remained steadfast in her pursuit of justice. She expressed her determination to see the case through the courts, rejecting any out-of-court settlement offers. She stated that she wanted the court process to be finalized, and that she believed the girls should face the consequences of their actions. She recounted the events of the 10th of May 2025, explaining how her daughter had been lured to the house where the alleged assault took place. She said that her daughter had suffered emotionally and physically and that she was still recovering from the ordeal. The angry mother said she doesn't want to talk to the perpetrators and their parents, instead their children must go to jail like other criminals, before revealing that her daughter vowed to commit suicide if the group is exonerated. Thank you for watching this news video. We'd love to hear what you think about this story, so please leave your comments below. We read them all and appreciate your insights. Join us again in our next strange story. Until then, goodbye.